Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, find those key insights, and hopefully give you those aha moments of understanding. Today, we're taking a journey really digging into the story of a place that didn't just keep up with the future of retail, you could say it helped shape it.
Okay, let's unpack this. We're talking about Westfield Ruhr Park. It's in Bochum, Germany. And for this, we've gone through, quite a mix of sources. We've got historical details, architectural reviews, even the latest sustainability reports. So you're going to get a pretty comprehensive picture.
Yeah, our aim today is to quickly get to the heart of what makes this place so significant. Why is it a landmark in German retail history and in modern urban planning too?
Yeah.
We want to highlight those key moments in its evolution, its identity right now, so you can really grasp its lasting impact.
And the first thing that jumps out right from the beginning is pretty surprising. Westfield Ruhr Park opened way back on November 14th, 1964. And get this, it was only the second shopping center built in post-war Germany. Just think about that for a second.
Wow, the second. Yeah, Germany was rebuilding. Most shopping was still very much in traditional city centers. And here comes this greenfield concept built outside the city.
That was bold. Really bold for the time.
Totally. It was a bet on cars, on a different lifestyle emerging, a whole new way to shop and socialize. It defied the skeptics, because it tapped into something new in Germany back then.
Exactly. It puts into perspective the kind of vision, maybe courage it took. It wasn't just picking a location. It felt like a statement about society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it starts out as this pioneer, but retail changes dramatically over the decades. How did it adapt? How did it go from that 60s trailblazer to what it is today?
Well, a huge part of that story is the massive redevelopment between 2011 and 2015. We're talking about a $150 million investment led by Unibail-Rodamco. And it wasn't just about getting bigger, although it went from about 24,000 square meters to around 115,000.
Wow, that's a huge jump.
It really is. But crucially, they introduced the Südmall section. Architecturally distinct. It was more than adding space. It was like completely rethinking the experience for visitors.
And that story keeps evolving, doesn't it? Just recently, September 2024, for its 60th anniversary.
Yes, the rebranding.
Exactly. It officially became Westfield Ruhr Park. They even had a big concert. Nico Santos played for about 3,000 people.
Right, so that really shows the journey.
Yeah.
From that post-war original to this very contemporary branded destination. It's skillfully layered history.
Okay, let's talk about what it actually looks like, feels like. Because its physical identity is quite unique. It's got this open-air promenade design. It feels like it's borrowing from maybe traditional European boulevards. It's definitely not your typical enclosed American mall, is it?
No, not at all. And that's insightful, actually. Choosing that open-air style, it was a deliberate nod to those classic European streets where people stroll, they linger. It feels less like a shopping machine and more like a part of the city.
A bit more organic.
Sort of, yeah. Though they do have some covered passages, those winter garden-style bits for when the weather's not great. Practical, but still open.
And the look itself is quite dramatic. You see these amazing white canopy structures like origami.
Yeah, those are really striking.
And big art pieces too, like those large aluminum albatross sculptures and Alexis Tricoire's floating origami birds. It feels like they're merging retail with art.
Precisely. And that 2015 rebuild, it wasn't just structural. They organized it into 3 themed areas: green, casual, and fashion promenades. And they're all linked by this circular path called the Fashion Loop. It cleverly connects the older northern part with the newer south mall.
Yeah.
Makes it flow.
Okay.
Plus, things like the shop fronts being 7 meters high and using high quality flooring, it all adds to that boulevard feel. It elevates the experience,
Okay, so it looks impressive, but what about the scale and what's actually there? You mentioned 118,700 square meters of retail space. That's hard to picture.
It's vast. Think about 16 professional football pitches. That's roughly the area.
Okay, that helps.
Huge. And over 150 shops. Plus, the visitor numbers are pretty staggering, between 10 and 11 million people a year.
That's incredible. More people than live in some countries.
Right, and the mix of shops is smart too. You've got the big international names, H&M, ZARA, MediaMarkt, Mango, Superdry, alongside local retailers. Big focus on fashion and lifestyle.
So it's not just shopping, right? You mentioned dining and leisure.
Definitely, they've made it a destination. The main dining hub is the Via Bartolo. It's this circular food court, opened back in 2001. Seats about 280 people, nice atmosphere, lots of choice, Italian, Asian, Mediterranean, kind of a world tour on a plate.
Sounds good. Any sit-down places?
Oh, yeah. For full-service restaurants, you've got places like L'Osteria, which opened in 2016, great Italian, and the Ash, that's an American steakhouse, been there since 2018.
And leisure.
Big one is the UCI Kinewell. It's a multiplex cinema, 14 screens, over 3,000 seats. And they have IMAX too, for that really immersive movie experience.
Okay, so shopping, food, movies. But here's where it gets really interesting, I think. The sustainability side. They're building Germany's largest photovoltaic system on a shopping center roof. That sounds like a massive undertaking.
It really is. We're talking over 3,600 solar modules. They expect it to generate about 1.434 million kilowatt hours a year.
And what does that mean in real terms?
Well, it's enough electricity to power around 400 average German homes for a year. And it cuts their CO emissions by about 656 tons annually. That's significant. It started operating around April 2024.
Wow, so it's already up and running.
Yeah, and if you connect this to the bigger picture, it's part of the owners, URW's, wider strategy. They call it Better Places. Their goal is ambitious. Cut CO emissions by 50% by 2030 compared to 2015, and eventually 90% by 2050.
So the solar panels are just one part of it.
Exactly. They're also doing roof greening. They have beehives on site, proper waste separation, water-saving fixtures, LED lighting everywhere, heat recovery systems. It's quite comprehensive. They've even got DGNB Silver certification that's from the German Sustainable Building Council. It's a tough standard to meet. It shows a real commitment.
Okay, so let's bring this back to the visitor. What does all this mean for you if you decide to go? How do you make the most of it?
Well, you could easily spend, say, 4 to 6 hours there. It's designed for a longer visit.
Right. Any practical tips?
Yeah, definitely. Getting there is easy. It's right off the A40 motorway. Parking's usually fine. There are thousands of free spots, maybe 4,400 to 4,800, including Tesla chargers now, too.
Free parking is always good.
Always a plus. Maybe arrive late morning. You could start with coffee, maybe brunch near the Via Bartolo food court, just to kind of soak it all in.
Then hit the shops?
Yeah, browse the big anchors, MediaMarkt, ZARA, Superdry, H&M, Mango. Then for lunch, maybe book L'Osteria or the Ash if you want something a bit more substantial.
In the afternoon?
Catch a film at the UCI Cinema. Or if you want to relax, there's actually a thermal spa right next door, the MediaMarkt. Offers wellness treatments, pools.
Oh, interesting. What about families?
It's pretty family friendly. They have a mascot, Shoppy, who does monthly meet and greets. There are soft play areas, dedicated baby changing lounges, stroller rentals. They've thought about it.
It sounds like it's more than just a place to buy things. You mentioned the Nico Santos concert. It feels like a community hub, too.
I think so. They host events, promotions, sometimes community drives like Red Cross campaigns. It aims to be a lifestyle destination, not just purely retail.
And the customer service. You mentioned a 4-star rating.
Yeah, that rating covers a lot, like over 600 different points. Things like having free Wi-Fi, staff who speak multiple languages, lockers, places to charge your phone, clean parent-child restrooms. It all adds up to a smoother visit for you.
Okay, let's quickly touch on the local context. It's outside Bochum city center. How does that play out?
Well, it benefits hugely from being near the motorway and having good bus links. And, in the Ruhr region, like in many places, some traditional city centers have struggled with retail decline.
Right.
So a place like Ruhr Park becomes this powerful alternative. It draws people from a wider area for a whole day out.
Yeah.
It almost functions like a new kind of town square, in a way.
Interesting comparison. And if you are there for the day, any other tips? Maybe things nearby?
Yeah, you could easily combine it. West Park Bochum is nearby. It's an old industrial site turned into a park. Very cool. Or the Jahrhundertfall event venue. Or head into Bochum itself for the nightlife around the Bermuda 3 Eck area. If you prefer nature, the Harpenerteiche ponds are quite peaceful for a while.
Any insider tips for visiting the park itself?
Maybe try to go on a weekday or Saturday morning. If you can't, Sundays it's closed and Fridays can get very busy, though they're open later then. Arrive mid-morning for easier parking. Bring your own reusable bag. And, check their website beforehand for any pop-up shops or events that might be on.
Okay, so wrapping this up. Westfield Ruhr Park really seems like this fascinating mix. It's got deep historical roots as a retail pioneer.
And then layered with modern architecture, art, this huge range of shops and food.
Plus that really strong, tangible commitment to sustainability we talked about. It's a dynamic place, constantly reinventing itself.
Absolutely, which, leads to an interesting question for you, the listener, to think about. In this world where retail is constantly changing, and we're all thinking more about the environment, how might places like Westfield Ruhr Park, this blend of shopping, leisure, and ecological awareness. How might they shape the future? Not just of shopping, but maybe of our urban centers and community life.
That's a great thought to end on. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. Stay curious and keep exploring the world around you.